Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you a little bit about how to import asset packs into your level. So we'll just say this is my level here, my little third person, and I want to add something to it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead into my marketplace, and I found some content here that I already have. I don't know if you can still get this one, but I got a deal on it when it was released, so I have this. And I'm going to go ahead and hit add to project. You might see something that says free. You want to click on that and then follow these same steps. So what it's going to do is say, where do you want to put it? And I'm going to look for, let's see, my demo. That's the one I have open right now. So I'm going to hit my demo and I'm going to say add to project. And it's going to start loading and initializing. So I'm going to pause it in a second while this downloads into it. We'll see. It's going to be 1.3 gig. We'll see how long that takes. But you let this do its thing, and then when we come back from this loading, I'll show you our next step. Okay, so now that I've added this, I'm just going to take a step back here, and we're going to look at just what our marketplace looks like. For you guys, if you haven't looked at it already, go to free, free for the month, permanently free. You can go in here and find whichever one you want. You can do tags, searches, and find it. And then for me, you could just go in, click on an asset, and then it brings us to where we were. You would click free. It would do the same, and then it would just put you through the same create project. I'll go ahead and do that, and you can create a new project. Some have you create a project, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that in a second. So if you have to create a project, it will have its own thing, and then you can do that. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to cancel that, and then just show you what happens when you do have a project, how you can migrate things from one level to another. All right, so let's minimize this and look inside of our pack here, right? So if we look, now that I've installed that, previously, this was not here. So now, because I imported this into my project, I can go into Infinity Blade, and I can look at environments, open them up, and I can just kind of start going through. I have tons of materials, static meshes. Now the textures are all on them. Sometimes it takes a little bit to put in, but all I've started doing is dragging stuff in, and sometimes it takes a few minutes to go in. But I can bring that in here and start playing around. I mean, just a pipe here, but there's a lot of different assets that are in here, and now they're at my disposal for my level. Right? Oops. So that's the forge. We can see what else is in here. Again, there's just some stuff in here, right? So I'm not even sure what this stuff is, but here it is. Some rocks, caves, things of that nature. So again, you can do what you want with it. Put what you want in there. Scale it. Do whatever it is you want. Right, so you can make your own map. And again, this is just some stuff. If I wanted to, I would do the same thing. Find more assets and import them in the same exact way. Now, if I had downloaded a project and said create project versus add to a project, we'll just say for some reason this is my project that I created, right? But I want to bring stuff into this another scene. So what I can do is we'll say, all right, I'm going to click on just this here and say that's what I want to bring in, right? If I come down here and I click on this little magnifying glass, I click it, it'll show me where that asset is. I can right click on it, and I can say asset actions, and I can say migrate, and then yes, save selected. And then it's going to give me everything that is associated with this. It's materials, everything. And I'm going to say, yep, I want all of that. I'll say okay. And then I want to go into, let's see, let's go to my project and say I want to put it into testing. I would go into content, and then I would say select that folder. And now it just migrated everything into that folder. So that's a way that you're able to take stuff from one project and put it into another. Let's see if I can grab, let's see, 1, 2, 3, and I right click on these three. Let's see if it'll let me do it. Yeah, and then I can say migrate, and it will grab everything that's there. I'm just going to cancel that out. So you can grab a lot of different ones, not just one at a time, but that's how you can migrate things into another level. Let me just put map in here, right? So that didn't work the way I wanted to, but that's an easy way to bring stuff in. So the next thing you want to do is figure out what you want and bring it into your level and start taking your gray box, tossing that out, and putting real assets in there.